What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here at Bully Garage. So today we have the Jimny in this week's video. We're going to be doing a little bit of a review, some pros and cons about the car. So if you're considering to buying one, check this video out. If you like it, give it a share to your friends. If not, give it a like, give it a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Thanks a lot. So this is the Jimny. It is a 2020 Suzuki Jimny. We've had it now for around 7 months, 8 months. It's gone pretty good this whole time. We've taken it forward driving couple of times now. We've done a lot of daily driving with it. We've also went on a 1800 kilometer road trip with it. So we've got a fair idea about how the car goes, what stuff you should look out for, what stuff you should consider about maybe doing to your Jimny on upgrade and stuff like that. One of the first pros about the Jimny is that it's just all around a nice looking car. It's small, it's compact, it's got a lot of road presence. A lot of people will turn back, re-look at the car. They are getting a lot more popular, especially in Australia, and when we drive this car around, there's always people turning their head back to re-look at the car. What's quite cool, I guess. It's got that nice factor about it if that's something you're looking for. This car is great for forward driving. It won't let you down. We've never got stuck with it. Fingers crossed we don't by ourselves. We go forward driving by ourselves and it goes great. It's always another great factor. With this car being daily driven, it goes great. Never had a problem. It's easy to drive. Anyone can get in and drive it. Long distances, it's a comfortable drive. The seats are quite nice, so there's nothing really to fault about it. Parking this car is also very easy, as being little, you can get into those tight little spots. Makes stuff a lot more easier. Visibility when driving a Suzuki Jimny is very good with those two big mirrors, and you have one inside the car just there. Makes it really easy to drive as the mirrors are all open, and the actual glass is quite good, so it makes everything a lot easier. On the inside of the car, you have everything you would need. You've got here your volume control buttons, everything here. You can answer your phone from down here. You can also answer it from the touchscreen. Cruise control just over here. Everything works good. Over here you got a built-in sat nav. You've also got Apple CarPlay all connected here. You got your radio, all the general stuff you need. Works very well. Being only a little car, the actual room inside the car is quite good. There is a lot of room, fits 4 people, very comfortable. Or you can also put down the back seats if you have some pets. We have bulldogs and they fit very well in the car. Enough room for 2 of them, even 3 of them at once. What works out quite well. So for being such a small compact car, you can't go wrong if you have yourself a partner, even a kid, or like I said, pets. It's definitely a great car that you should. Jimny can definitely be used as a car that you need to take grocery shopping or anything like that. Just as simple as pulling these levers right here, 1 and 2, folds down these back seats to give you a lot more room back here. What definitely you can use for putting your groceries in, or even putting something bigger in. You can also sleep in the back of this car, so it's definitely a multi-use vehicle. One of the other pros about this car is standard on the Jimny. You get these 2 big headlights, one on each side, that come standard. They are LED headlights. They work really well in the night time for general driving, and if you need to use the high beams. Definitely cannot complain about the lighting in this car. What is great. Some of the big cons about this car is that for being a 2020 car, it's only got a 3-star safety rating, what isn't the best. But you play that off with what you get for the car. If you are looking for something for more safety, this probably isn't the car for you. But if you don't really mind, it's still got airbags, it's got everything that will protect you. But like saying, it's only a 3-star safety rating, so if that's something you're concerned about, you probably shouldn't get one of these cars. But it's not like it's a major factor. Another big con with this car is that it only has a small fuel tank. doing big long drives like what we have done, we have found that it's not very good on fuel. You average around 10.5 to 11 liters per 100, what is not great. And considering the fuel tank's only small, you can upgrade the fuel tank. That is something I would recommend doing. You know, you double the size of the fuel tank, which means, you know, you're not going to get better fuel economy, but at least you won't need to be filling up once or twice a week, what does make a big part on the car. Another con with this car is the engine. It's only a 1.5 litre engine. You know, it doesn't have much power, but if you're just doing daily driving around town, it's definitely a feasible car to be using. But if you're looking to, you know, do some towing or stuff like that, where you need to require the engine to be under a lot of power and force, you should consider upgrading the car. We are looking to put a turbo here at one stage. You know, hopefully we can do that one day, so that is something you can consider doing. You can also swap the engine out of this for a Suzuki Swift engine that has a little bit more power, but I'm not sure how that would go if you have brought this car for forward driving. But you know, like I said, we're looking to turbo swap it, but we're hoping once we get to 10,000 subscribers that will come with this car. Well, it'd be pretty exciting to see that. So if you are pretty interested and would consider watching that video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, so that helps out as well. Another problem with this car is that the height of it. In Brisbane, where we live, a lot of the car parks, undercover car parks, are only a 2 meter clearance, but with the 2.5 inch lift we have on the front and the roof racks up the top, we are just about 2 meters tall, so it does make it hard for parking, what can be a hassle sometimes. But you know, it definitely looks a lot better in my opinion with those two parts on the car, so you sort of play that off, not too bad. The other problem is, I guess, with having mud tires, you do get a little bit of road noise when you're driving, you know, at 110 k's an hour. But you know, saying that, we have the mud tires on it for forward driving when we do take it forward driving, so we're happy to deal with that. You can also go for all-terrain tires that will help a bit with the road noise, but it's really up to each preference at the end of it. Probably one of the most annoying cons with this car is this plastic here. It's really cheap and flimsy. It's not the best quality, and it does get scratched quite easily. We've taken it forward driving a couple of times, and you see, you know, there's a few odd little marks. You know, that probably is the worst part about this car. You try to keep it clean, but this plastic is just so hard to clean. We've tried to maintain it the best that we can. You know, we've done 10,000 Ks now with this. It's still in good condition, but you know, this probably is one of the most annoying parts about the car. You know, you pay for a brand new car and you get a bit of plastic around. That might be something we look into changing out, you know, in the near future. If you decide, yes, I'm going to buy a Jimny, what are some things I should do to the car straight away? Definitely one, get yourself a Bullbar. This is from ARB. It's probably the best Bullbar you can get for value for money. It doesn't cost too much. Definitely makes the car look a lot more tougher, and I guess it helps with the safety too. If someone decides to reverse into you, it's not going to do anything to your car. One of the other things that you should do is get these bigger tires. They do stay stock on the alloy rims from Suzuki, what is quite good. They definitely a must that I reckon you should do with your car. And get a bucket roof rack. We have went for the bucket one. Some people, you can get a flat deck. At the end of the day, it's really up to the person of what they prefer the most. There is a lot more things you can do to the car. You can add a ladder on the back, what does look good. You can add a winch, you can add a back bar, but it's definitely up to each preference of how the people want their car. If you're looking to buy one of these cars, are they worth the value for money, you're asking? Should I consider buying a Jimny? I reckon yes. You know, there's a few two-door forward drives like this. You could get a Jimny, you could get a two-door G-Wagon, you can also get a Jeep Wrangler. For value for money though, the Jeep is more expensive. The Jimny is the cheapest one, and it can do anything that the other ones can do. Should you consider buying this car? I reckon yes. You're looking for a small first forward drive, even if you're an expert at forward driving. Is this car value for money? Yes, it is. Should you consider buying it? I reckon you should, but that's my opinion. You tell me below what you think you should do. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you do like this video, please make sure to give me a comment down below, and hopefully stay tuned for next video. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.